Yo, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. We have just recently gotten another Dragon Ball Sparking Zero trailer, and we're going to be doing an in-depth on this trailer because there is so much that we got with this one. I think this trailer is the #1 trailer where we have gotten the most confirmed characters, but we do have a lot of the gameplay and fighting mechanics confirmed for this game that wasn't really revealed prior to this trailer. But hey, I'm not going to keep you guys here for too long. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys do leave a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new, and let's get straight into this bad boy. We have basic Raditz and Goku gameplay fighting right here. We've already really seen a lot of this gameplay since they basically revealed how the story is going to open up from Goku's perspective when you fight Raditz at the beginning of the story. So that's going to be really exciting. Something else that I really did want to address though is you actually see Raditz when Goku's doing a base Kamehameha. He basically pops his aura and he sort of deflects this Kamehameha that Goku's firing, and that's kind of really interesting. I'm not too sure if that was included in the early Budokai Tenkaichi 3 gameplay. I do know that you were able to basically use a specific explosion technique off of yourself, but it would come at the cost at sacrificing your own health, but it seemed worth it at the time considering the fact that, you know, in Budokai Tenkaichi 3 you could get into like a 50-hit combo. It's actually really annoying when that kind of stuff happens. So that could be what Raditz is doing here, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. Next we do have Piccolo firing his special beam cannon. It looks absolutely amazing. You cannot have Piccolo without his special beam cannon. Like, it's literally a must. But the next portion of the trailer is when we actually do start to get opened to the new characters that are revealed for this game, and the first one we start off with is a Cyberman. We see the Cyberman basically using the self-destruct move on Yamcha, and it's actually really exciting to see how this is used on Yamcha. I don't know if they're going to have this feature in Sparking Zero, but they did have it in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, where it didn't matter what character you used or what character you picked on the other team, but if you use the self-destruct move with the Cyberman in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, you know that lay down Yamcha position where he dies in the Saiyan Saga, that would basically be the position for any character that would get hit by the self-destruct move. It doesn't matter who it was. It could be Goku, Vegeta, Yamcha. It doesn't matter who it was. You would basically get in that position, so that would be a pretty cool feat if they added that into Sparking Zero. I'm not too sure if they will though, because that's not necessarily revealed within this trailer. We do see this next portion of the Saiyan Saga with Nappa basically fighting all of the Z fighters. We see how Chaozu is the first to go with his basically self-sacrificing move that he does on Nappa's back. Right afterwards, we don't necessarily see any Tien or Krillin or anyone else in this gameplay, but straight afterwards we are shown to Goku versus Nappa. This is Goku using the Kaioken on Nappa. Not too much to look into with the Kaioken specifically. We have seen a massive amounts of the Kaioken with the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero gameplay that's currently on tour throughout all of the states, so that's really cool. Next, we are open up to one of the most iconic fights in all of Dragon Ball, probably one of the most iconic fights in all of anime history. Goku versus Vegeta. For the first time, we see them basically starting off the battle with Goku's OG pose and Vegeta's OG pose. Same fighting mechanics that we've seen here. Nothing too much to dive into with that. We see Vegeta doing his Gallic Gun, Goku using his Kaioken Kamehameha, so that's really cool. Next, we get into the spiciest part of the trailer, and this is the Namek Saga. This is where we get a whole load of characters revealed that is just really exciting. So we're going to try to go through this one by one because it's going to be a very long process. First, we are revealed to Frieza in his first form and Dodoria and Zarbon behind him. We're going to come back to these three characters specifically, but straight afterwards, we are welcomed to one of Frieza's soldiers within his army, and that is Kui. We see this funny animation with Kui when he's fighting Vegeta Scouter, and it's actually really cool to see how this animation is incorporated within this game, because this isn't actually a part of any story cutscene or anything. This is included in Kui's ultimate moveset, or his ultimate attack moveset for when he accesses his sparking state, and this animation is so cool because it was in Budokai Tenkaichi 3. You would basically see Kui trying to distract Vegeta, and then he would back up and then throw a load of energy blast at him. It was perpendicular to how it was in the anime, so that's honestly really exciting. We do see Vegeta Scouter having his same moveset, the Dirty Fireworks moveset that he uses on Kui to kill him in the first portion of the Namek Saga, and then we are welcomed to Dodoria. Now, we aren't shown a lot of the gameplay for Frieza's army, so we're really gonna have to wait and see about that when the actual game drops, but for Dodoria, we do see him use one move specifically, and it is a move that he uses within the anime, and it's his headbutt move that he tries to use on Vegeta here, and it looks really clean. It also is in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, so that's really exciting. A lot of these moves within these characters, you can expect them to be copy and paste. There's not really any reason to change them. They're just going to be copy copy and pasted movesets with, you know, new updated animation scenes and cinematic scenes. So that's going to be really, really exciting to see how much this game has come. Straight afterwards, we are shown to Zarbon and Super Zarbon. Now, this is really, really exciting because the move that we see Zarbon or Super Zarbon use right here is actually the move that he uses in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and I think this is the most accurate move that we've seen, or at least one of the most accurate moves that we've seen that is perpendicular to the anime, right when Zarbon beats Vegeta for the first time and he launches him all the way to the ground. This scene right here for Zarbon just looks so good on Vegeta. They just did a perfect job at animating this scene for the game, so it's just really, really cool to see that. Now, this was really, really exciting for me, probably more for me than it was for a lot of you guys watching, but for this audio right here specifically, you do hear an audio clip from Vegeta Scouter that you also did hear all the time in Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I'm going to go ahead and play that audio clip so you guys know what I'm talking about. Take a look.
The Saiyans are a true warrior race. Don't underestimate us. Yeah! The Saiyans are a true warrior race. Don't underestimate us.
That's really, really cool, man. I just got so hyped seeing that because you literally hear Vegeta say that every single time he's about to do his forward move, and it's just awesome. It really is. But moving forward, we do see Nail. Now, this is probably really, really exciting for a lot of you people. Nail is seen here using his reverse Mabuken Senko on Frieza. This is basically one of the first moves that he uses on Frieza when he's basically pushed into a corner within the anime. We are shown next to first form Frieza, but we're going to come back to that. First, we're going to move on to probably a bigger portion within the game, and that is the Ginyu Force. Yes, the Ginyu Force is in fact in the game. It's going to be really, really exciting to see them within this game. We do know that Berter and Jeice was confirmed for the game, but now we see all of the Ginyu Force confirmed for the game. We do see basically Guldo using his paralysis move, which was in Budokai Tenkaichi 3. We basically see Raccoon basically using that mouth ki blast attack, which was basically just his base attack that we saw within Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Straight after this, we are welcome to Captain Ginyu, and he is using his famous body change attack, and it's actually really, really interesting to see how this is formatted here specifically, because in the original Budokai Tenkaichi 3 game, what would happen with Captain Ginyu's body change is he would basically just use the body change attack, and it wouldn't necessarily change bodies with the character that he was facing specifically. He would basically just look around, choose a body, and the game would basically give you a random body. It wouldn't give you the character that you are facing specifically like it was in other Dragon Ball Z games. However, for this game specifically, based off of what we see here, it seems like Captain Ginyu will have a different format on how his body change will operate, because right here, it's very clear that he's facing Goku, and he will use his body change attack to switch bodies with Goku. We are next shown to the scene with Vegeta and first form Frieza, and this was so exciting to me specifically because this isn't something that was in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, but it is an exact scene that we do see within the Dragon Ball Z anime when Frieza and Vegeta first face off after Frieza's like pissed off that they just used the Dragon Balls without him knowing. So that's honestly just really, really cool. That's what excited me the most about this scene right here, and it seems like this scene isn't just going to be said for characters like Vegeta and Frieza, but it will be said for a lot of other characters. You know, this is basically just one of the grab intros that we see within the game, so that's really cool. Something else that I did want to point out is that this is a different battle armor that we will be getting for Vegeta Scouter. This isn't an entirely new separate character, so look at my man drip out in his new little battle armor. Moving forward, we do have Frieza. Now, this is probably the biggest character that was revealed for this trailer. We do have Frieza in his first form, Frieza in his second form, in his third form, and also in his final form. Within Frieza's second form, we basically do see him using his ultimate attack with the horns, which is perpendicular to Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I'll basically show a side-by-side comparison on the screen right now so you guys can see with all of these moves. It's also the same exact thing that we see with Frieza in his third form. We basically see him using the barrage of death beams over and over again, which was in Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Next, we are confirmed to Frieza in his final form. Now, this is really, really interesting. With this first introduction to Frieza in his final form, specifically Z Frieza, we're going to get into that a little bit more later, but we basically do see him like firing consistent death beams here at Goku, and I actually found this really, really interesting because if you look closely at this scene right here, Goku is actually deflecting every single death beam that is being thrown at him. That is, to my knowledge, is not in Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I could be wrong about that. Let me know in the comment section down below. But this would fit the anime really, really well, because when Frieza first meets Goku, he basically underestimates him and fires a barrage of, you know, death beams at him, and Goku basically does the same thing where he deflects it with both of his hands. So that was really, really exciting. We do know that you can deflect regular ki blasts, but it seems like you will also be able to do it with Frieza's death beams as well. So I don't know. I thought that was a really, really cool touch to the game as well. Next, we do see this scene with basically Goku picking up Frieza by his tail and then throwing him. If you guys are wondering, this isn't necessarily a super attack of some sort or anything like that. This really basically just confirms grabs for the game. You know, on Budokai Tenkaichi 3, you would double click X and grab your opponent. That's basically what this game is going to be. You see Goku basically grabbing Frieza right here. In Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Goku or mid Goku would grab Frieza the same way and then swirl him around by the tail and then throw him. So, you know, nothing too big with that. Finally, we do see the ultimate scene here with Goku mid-firing his Super Spirit Bomb at Frieza, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous. This is just such a beautiful cinematic scene right here. Now, we are shown here to the final moments of this Dragon Ball Sparking Zero trailer with Goku basically transforming into Super Saiyan. Now, this isn't a big surprise since we've seen this within the demo, but this scene just looks absolutely amazing. They've just touched on this scene so much, and it really, really looks like they are trying to replicate these scenes to the way it was when it was shown within the anime. We do see a bit of Goku mid's combos right here. We basically see him using sort of this Ki Blast Cannon attack right here, and then he follows up. This sort of combo set was also in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, so it's cool to see the revamp of that. I really, really like to see how they are incorporating the Ki Blast Cannon within their moveset again. You know, in Xenoverse 2, that would be its own separate move, so, you know, there's no need for that on this game. Next, we are shown to Frieza in his full power. This is still Frieza in his final form. This is just full power Frieza, and he basically uses his charge attack on Goku here, where he charges forward with both of his fists. This was also in the Tournament of Power. Something really interesting is that Frieza does go through Goku's Kamehameha right here, so it seems like Frieza will have an immense amount of super armor while being able to do this attack, so a bit of an edge for a lot of you Frieza mains out there. And last but certainly not least, we do see the ultimate scene with Frieza basically firing his blast at Goku and Goku using his angry Kamehameha. Beautiful way to end off the trailer. I thought this trailer was really, really exciting, and it does probably more or less confirm what the next theme of the next trailer will be. So we will be getting revealed a lot of characters from the Majin Buu saga and the Cell saga, so we can also look forward to that. Getting into the character roster right here, we are confirmed a whole new load of characters here, so that's really, really cool. Something that I did want to point out about the character roster specifically is right here, if you zoom into Frieza's character roster or Frieza's character set, we do have two separate distinctions for Frieza. We do have Frieza right here, and this version of Frieza will be Frieza in the Z portion. So we have Frieza in his first form, second form, third form, full power, final form, whatever. And then we also will have Frieza in Super. So you will see that Frieza final form in Z will be completely different towards his Frieza final form in Super. So we can look forward to that. I don't think we'll have a first form, second form, or third form for Frieza within Super. I'm pretty sure it'll just be his final form and then his, you know, golden form. When, you know, Black Frieza does get animated, that will obviously be incorporated within the Super aspect of the character, so we can also look forward to that. We are filling up the character roster. The more trailers we get, this character roster is going to look completely different when we also do get the next upcoming trailer confirming the Buu saga and the Cell saga more than likely, so let's make sure we look forward to that. Let me know what you guys are thinking so far about the character roster. I think the character roster is looking really, really good. I can't wait to see what we got next. I am doing a Dragon Ball Sparking Zero giveaway, so if you guys are interested in how to join that giveaway, make sure you guys do join my Discord. It'll be linked in the description below. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Subscribe, ring that notification bell if you want to be updated with all types of Dragon Ball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.